my channel. I am here with another video. So today I am doing a highly requested, not that much requested, not at all requested video, but it's alright because we're gonna do it anyway because I had this video in mind. So basically, you know, if you are new to my channel, I do not know how to do makeup. Let's just be honest. If you are a returning subscriber, then you know that I don't know how to do. You know that I don't know how to do makeup, alright? You know that I don't. You know that. I am getting better. Like, it's a work in progress. I don't really watch as many makeup videos as I should. I feel like I look so white. Like, I should probably try the yellow light when I'm in the bathroom because I look really white. What I was saying? Okay, yeah, so I don't really be watching makeup tutorials like I should, but I practice by just keep doing it. Duh. Like, I think when you do stuff over and over and over again, it eventually becomes good. Not perfect, but good, better. So I just be doing it, you know, for no reason, because it's not like I really go anywhere, and I just do it with hopes that one day I'll be able to beat my face. I am totally getting off topic. It is Father's Day in 2 days, and I have to get something for my husband because, as we know, I'm a last minute shopper. Definitely need to work on that, but that's what I am. So I am going to I'm going to be going to some stores. What stores? I have no idea. And while I do so, I felt like it was important for me to get ready with y'all. Cause y'all my family. Y'all my family. We here. But look at these pimples on my forehead though. Okay, so we're kind of going to chat and do my makeup at the same time because that's what I feel like doing today. Hold up, because for this I gotta concentrate. I can't talk and do it at the same time. So just get yourself out, okay? Okay, so now that I can somewhat understand what I'm doing, because let's be honest, I really don't ever understand what I'm doing, but like at least I could do this and talk to the camera at the same time. I'm very bad at multitasking. I want to talk about self-esteem, so get ready on me. So let's chat. What is self-esteem? I don't really know the actual term for self-esteem, but I believe that it is like how you see yourself. You know, what do you think of yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Your opinions on yourself. Like, I think all of that falls under self-esteem. Yes? So what I was saying before my kids rudely interrupted me. So basically, I feel like self-esteem is all of the above, all of the things I just said. And I just want to talk about my personal experience. Yes. Okay, but I'm recording a video, so can y'all get out?
So come on, I say hi with me too. Bye. Hi.
So I can't seem to have a conversation with y'all without being interrupted. But like I was saying, I just wanted to talk about my personal experience when it comes to self-esteem. Look white before, I look even whiter now. Growing up, I have always had a pretty odd self-esteem. So like when I was younger, I don't even feel like I had a self-esteem. Like, you know, you're at an age where you really don't care about how you look and stuff like that. Like, I feel like I was there. Like, I didn't feel like I was ugly. I didn't feel like I was pretty. Didn't really think about that stuff. Like, did it exist? Did it really matter? I don't know. Don't care. That was definitely me. Didn't really care about how I looked leaving the house. Like, that was all throughout middle school, I feel like. And then middle school, about to go to high school, I started caring about my appearance and, like, you know, having crushes, liking boys, you know, all that good stuff. And when I got to high school, like, it was really a thing. It was a thing because, like, you get older, like, you start getting hormones and stuff. Period is on its full up and out. So I was always a pretty chubby kid, I would say. My mother used to call me pleasantly plump, so I just say chubby. I was a very chubby kid, and it was like that for a while. I mean, even today, like, I'm not a slim person. never been a slim person. Even when I like lost weight and I got to my smallest, I personally still didn't necessarily feel like I was slim. I've had a lot of people tell me, you know, I got really small, but I think I was so used to being big that like being slim like didn't even feel like it was my identity, if that makes sense. I struggled with self-esteem and self-worth for a very long time, even into my adult years. Like when I lost weight, I think that was the highest that my confidence was, which is silly, I definitely know that, but at the time it didn't feel like it. Like at the time it felt legit. Like I've always been the fat friend or like the chubbier friend out of all my friends, and that was always annoying because I was either teased like as a kid, or like I felt like guys didn't want to talk to me even though they did. But in my head, that's what I told myself, you know, that I wasn't pretty because I was fat or chubby or whatever it was. Like that meant that I wasn't pretty. That meant that the girl next to me who was slimmer than me was cuter than me. She was more desirable because she had a small waist and everything else. And I mean, as a kid, that's a lot, you know what I mean? Like as a kid, going through it by yourself, especially because like my mom, she was somebody that always like wanted to talk to us, like me and my sisters, but I was never the type to just go to her and like talk to her and say, Mom, this is how I'm feeling, like I feel like I'm ugly or I feel like I'm alone. She kind of just always knew because she used to randomly talk to me about stuff, like knowing that that was something that I struggle with. My self-love and my self-esteem and stuff. Basically, I feel like I'm talking in a circle. Like I am definitely saying all this to say that it really doesn't matter what you look like. I mean it does, but it doesn't. Like truly, it really doesn't. I mean, besides the religious view of like we live for God and like no matter what, like we should be pleasing him, so like all of this earthly stuff doesn't matter. Besides that, like on a earthly spectrum, you know, being human and having feelings, it doesn't matter because as long as you feel good about yourself, that kind of produces out to the world, and like people can see that and people can feel that. When you have a low self-esteem, you walk a certain way, your demeanor is different, you may slouch, you may, you know, look like you feel ugly. But as somebody who has a high self-esteem, you know, who feel like who feel like they have it, it's just a natural like beauty that they uphold, or we uphold, because I'm definitely a part of that pretty committee, boo. No, but yeah, like it doesn't matter as long as you are faking it until you make it. I feel like that is very important. If you look in a mirror and you tell yourself, I'm beautiful today, even if you don't believe it, I'm beautiful today, I'm beautiful today, I'm beautiful today, eventually you will believe it, sis or bro or whoever's watching me. Like you really would, because it's about what we're constantly telling ourselves, about what we're constantly hearing. That's the stuff that we start to believe. Somebody telling you over and over again, you so fat, you so fat. All the time you looked in the mirror, you thought you was skinny. After a while, you're gonna be like, well, hold up, did I go fast? Maybe I'm a little fat. So it's really about that repetitive stuff of talking to yourself and telling yourself that you're beautiful, if you don't necessarily feel it. Also, it goes to my second point of don't listen to what other people have to say. Like, who are you to tell me I'm pretty? Who are you to tell me I'm ugly? Who are you to tell me anything? How do you look? Like, even if it's somebody who looks good trying to tell you about yourself, like you personally think they look good, who said they look better than you? Because beauty is not a beholder. Beauty is in the eye. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Boo. So God made all of us, right? This eyeliner completely sucks. Look at this. You can't even see it because I have these hooded eyelids. It's really also annoying. But I'm sorry, I can't multitask, so I keep taking like breaks to do certain things. But God created all of us, and at the end of the day, don't let nobody tell you you're ugly. Come on now. Come on now. Don't let nobody do that. Shoot, don't let nobody tell you nothing about yourself. If you don't believe it, you don't believe it. Especially if it's something bad. They tell you good stuff, take that in. You're beautiful, you're pretty, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're successful. Keep it coming. Take it all in, take in all the beauty. People tell you you ugly or you fat or you ain't never gonna be nothing. You dust that right off, right? You dust it off, dust it off. I don't need that. I don't need to hear that. I'm better than that. I'm better than that. You just ignore all of that. Because they ain't nobody. They human just like you. So how they gonna tell you anything? And the reason I'm feeling a need to even like have this conversation or like say these things is because growing up, like my family used to always be like, oh, you're so fat. You in seconds, you're so fat. You're so fat. Like it was just a thing to say. And that scarred me. Like honestly, think about it. You a small little girl, you know, and everybody in your family, like my grandmother, my father, like just constantly telling you how fat you are. Like you're so fat. You in seconds, you're so fat. And you just like, you're smiling, but deep down you're crying.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're...
Anyways, I eventually told my mom actually that bothered me. Like I don't like being called fat. Like I know that I be wanting seconds and stuff like that, but I just want seconds without being called fat, pretty much. Like, you know, like you shouldn't be sitting there telling your kids that they're fat, or telling anybody unless they ask you like true stuff that they're fat. And I say kids because I feel like it's very important that we don't bring our kids down, but we pick them up. I mean, like even the smallest things that we say make a big difference when it comes to our children. Tell our children that they're beautiful. Tell our children that they're smart. Speak these words into them so that they believe it. And I know that sometimes even if you do speak the words into them, they still don't believe it, because my mom used to tell me I was beautiful all the time. And I used to be like, you have to say this. You are my mom. You're not going to tell me I'm ugly. And she was like, no, Shanikqua, I'm serious. Like, I wouldn't just say that you're pretty and you're not. And I'm just like, whatever. So I know, like, it's a thing that kids don't always believe their parents. But that don't mean that you don't stop telling them good things and speaking good into them. It's very, very important. So these are, okay. These are from the Dollar Tree. I be using like lashes a lot from the Dollar Tree just for practice purposes, because I mean lashes is not that expensive. Like I definitely just bought some $5 ones, but I think these are best to practice with, obviously, because they're $1. Can you beat $1? Probably not. And if you can, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared to be putting them 50-cent lashes on my eyes. But it's important that we speak good into our children, that we speak good into ourselves, and that we speak good into other people, period, because it's just a thing to do. But you know, don't let nobody dictate how you feel about yourself. Honestly, don't even let yourself dictate how you feel about yourself if you're not in the best spirit, you know what I mean? Because you shouldn't be beating yourself up, beating yourself down. And I know that I have a bad habit of doing this, which is why I can make this video. I have a bad habit of being like very hard on myself and like calling myself like a bum and like all these things, and like saying I won't be nothing. And I think about the advice that I give to my friends, and I'm like, why can I give advice to these people and make these people feel better about themselves, and I can't do that for myself? If I was a bum, I would be content, right? I want more in life. That's why I'm not a bum. It's another one of those moments, guys. And because I have lashes, I feel like wearing these type lashes is kind of stupid, because it don't really do nothing. If I put mascara on this one, it's gonna look like that one. But it's alright. Today is an errands day, so it don't really make sense to be going all out with my 3D lashes on. So like I was saying, don't let anybody dictate how you feel about yourself. And if you feel yourself feeling really low, like, you know, feeling like horrible things about you that people are telling you is a fact, like if you feel like this is how you really feel and you need help, my best advice is to pray, honestly, because nobody cannot help you with your self-esteem. And I felt like that was my issue a lot, is that like I looked for people to make me feel better, if that makes sense. Like guys, obviously, normally, because that's who I was attracted to. And I felt like when a cute guy like me, that means I'm cute, right? Like I felt like, oh, he wouldn't want me if I was ugly, so that means that I'm not ugly, like I'm not bad looking. And like that was my motto for a while, like, and that's really horrible, you know? Nobody can dictate that but you. And if you have an issue with that, it's God, because no, like men won't like anything, okay? You got a butt? You got some boobs? Cause they gonna like it. Like some men is nasty, they even looking at little girls. So let's be honest, that's not really saying nothing for you. It's not really telling you about yourself. Yeah, that's not gonna tell you anything about your self-esteem. Also, self-esteem is not always about how we feel about ourselves physically, but it's also about how we're feeling mentally and what we think about ourselves, like in general, like intelligence wise, like how smart are you? Like, do you feel like you can go places in life? That's goals, that's where I am, and that's where I want you to be. We are claiming that goodness, or 2020 or 2021, 22, 23, all of that. We are walking into interviews wondering why should we work places and not wondering why they should hire us. We're walking into places, you know, like of course everybody is staring at me because I look good, versus why is everybody staring at me? Is there something on my face? Or 2020, we're feeling beautiful about ourselves, regardless of what we look like, regardless of if we got our hair done or not, like, or regardless of if we wear makeup or anything else, like, or 2020, because that other stuff, for the birds. That other stuff got the devil written all over it, and that's not the life that we're living. Because what are we? Fabulous. What do we deserve? Anything we want. Like, I'm dead serious. I used to write in this journal, and I used to write about stuff that like I felt like was gonna be a fact one day. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, you write it to yourself, you write it about the future, and you claim things. You claim things, you say like, this is gonna happen for me, this is how I feel, like even if it's not the case, like it's like a vision board type thing, but it's like just written, it's no pictures and stuff. And it made a big difference. At the very least, it kept me aware. Kept me aware of what I was doing, how I was living, and it definitely helped me to be better. You know what I mean? Like, I got a lot of makeup from the Dollar Tree, and you can tell. Still don't got this part down. Don't really know if I'm supposed to do it like this, but this is how I'm doing it. Brush I'm supposed to use. This brush definitely ate it. I feel like I need to put makeup like here because I feel really white right here, like a ghost, and then like I have color hair, or maybe I'm just bugging because sometimes I'm in denial that I'm light skinned. But I'm gonna put it anyway. But what I was saying, oh yeah, all 2020, we feeling fabulous, we looking fabulous. We not telling anybody about any different than we look good, period. We look good, we feel good, we are mentally healthy. People forget to start canceling people out their life that make them feel different. If somebody makes you feel bad about yourself, cancel them. Just like that. Straight like that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Don't even think about it. Just cancel them. Because it's like, what are you holding on to? They're not doing anything for you. They're not benefiting you in any kind of way. Cancel. I don't care if it's your own father, your own mother. Cancel. Because people that love you ain't trying to hurt you. And if they trying to hurt you, I ain't gonna say they don't love you, but cancel. Take yourself serious. My battery is definitely about to die though, so I'm gonna end this video. I didn't put anything on my lips yet. I don't really like putting on lip gloss and stuff. My lips is already big. I normally just put on like some lip gloss, like just to give it a little shimmer. But that's about all I have for y'all today. Like I said, my camera's about to die, so I'm sorry. We're having such a great conversation. Love yourself. Don't let anybody tell you differently about how you feel about yourself. And that's that on that. Okay? I love you guys, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Make sure you tell a friend to 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 tell a friend. Bye.